Oh, it's only just gone 11 minutes past 9. Things seem to be moving forward. 11th of February. That's not far away now. Woo! I will know where I stand or where I sit or where I shit. Okay? It's a new version. I don't know. I do think Shakespeare does come through me at times, but comes out with these brilliant little twists of words and little phrase there, know where I stand or sit or shit. Yeah, sort of really brings it down to earth, doesn't it? Well, that's what will happen to me on the 11th, obviously, yeah. A very good, if you like, verse or whatever you call it, to display my position on the 11th. I really know where I stand, sit or shit. Yeah, there you go, I've just done it again. I've got to pay high £150 plus 50. That's probably to just take care of bibs and bobs. And normally I go up in the air. What's the fucking £50 for? Where? No, just going with it, because this is the last payment. And then I will know where I stand, sit or shit. Oh, it's the prime, yeah, sit or shit, yeah. And that's not so bad, seeing as I've been going through all this for over a year. And imagine, right from the start, I felt I shouldn't have to pay this. So I did resent it, especially when they did little numbers on me like that. Oh, well, you've got to add this, or you're going to incur fees and all this, and oh, you've got to pay that again, rare. All of it, I am going to have a little discussion with Mr. Bluebecker. Oh, yeah. If he's up for that. So I say, well, look, mate, in street language, where the hell's this at? Paid £1,000, rare, and then told to pay it again, rare, because the receipt's only worth 30 days. Well, that's whatever, mind fucking itself. And to justify it by, well, you've just won £600,000. So I may have. That's the trip. One. You haven't given me, although in a sense you have, but you get me, it's in the hands of the gods or the god or the goddess. And as such, shouldn't be constantly used as an excuse to screw me for money. Oh, well, yeah. Anyway, we should have a good little chat. Mind you, might fuck up and might find you are been taken over by Nigerian fucking scam terrorist cunt shit. Because that's the two options I've got on the 11th, that you do just suddenly disappear. That it was never you I was talking to or texting to. I've got to have some. Oh, this, I shared it. This I've had ages. Cost quite a bit, actually. It's CBD water, but it's been done in the process where very small particles, well, it's gone for so it's been processed. And in the process, it's nano CBD, right? 95.9% pure CBD derived from hemp. Rare. CBD stimulates the nutrients as well. So it's very special water, but you had to pay for it. But it's like a pre-celebration. Oh, it's been under my pyramid, needs to say. I'm sure it's in day by date. Have a look now. I can't see, but it will be. And I bought the last 3 bottles. I think most people said, well, I'm not paying 15 quid for a small bottle of bloody water. Who do you think I am, a cunt idiot? Well, maybe you, not necessarily a cunt idiot, but this is really using high tech. You get me? I'm trying to see, I can see nanotechnology. See, that is what it is. But of course, it didn't take off because most people are simple. Of course, most people can do something themselves. Just buy some CBD hemp and make your own tea, as an example. But anyway, it's, you know, you can bless it, of course, as well. Blessed Father, Mother God, ask this water be blessed, transmuted, and changed into the exact medicinal compounds that my body needs at this time. I ask this in blessed Lord Jesus Christ's name. Amen, amen, amen. No, that's nice water. This plastic is obviously the sort of plastic that won't flavour the water, if you follow me. Well, I'm sure bloody 16 quid a bottle, mate. Fucking maybe. But yeah, there's sorts of plastic that don't give your whatever beverage water taste. This is great. You know, I said I'd run out of Jamaican cherry, which I had, but I've just gone round. There's loads of bottles, you see, and I know where the early bottles went. So I just kept making it and making it. And I've identified 3 bottles that have definitely got Jamaican cherry, because I just asked the pendulum, has this got Jamaican cherry on it? This is what you do with homeopathic medicine. I've been to see an ND, right, naturopathic doctor. I can't remember how much it cost. It wasn't a lot. And I got obviously prescribed some homeopathic remedies. And she goes down a list first. That's what you do. And the list is 100 different remedies that split into groups of 10. So you just first ask, is there anything in this group that benefit Graham? Well, rare. And then she limited it to about 3 groups. And then she just went through the 10 remedies, get it? And I think she got about 6, which would have done me good. But then she eliminated it down, it's just the wording, which would be the best for Graham now. And we got down to 3 remedies. And that's something I've shelved. Oh, yeah, I'm going to certainly move into, and you can do it. You've got to lay out a bit of money. Money I'm meant to be getting the equipment to make homeopathic remedies. But I'll particularly choose to get it. I'll make my own homeopathic remedy based on holy basil, like Tulsi, right? Although that isn't an illegal thing, see, but the other thing is you can get hemp, rare, but is the full hemp, but then you make a homeopathic remedy from it. There'd be nothing in that remedy molecularly of cannabis. Be nothing there. That is what homeopathy is about. And if you are truly taking this for a medicine and not for a drug, that'll more than do you. If it's good enough for the Queen, mate, it's good enough for me. And so that's the trip. You can make your own batch of cannabis, homeopathic remedies, and you get through the customs as clear as shit. It can even be authenticated. Homeopathic remedy to 60 times strength. And it soon, customs will soon wise up. Well, okay, they break 1 capsule to test it. You say, well, there's fuck all in there, mate. Well, there's fuck all of anything in there. get it on a physical level. But the trip is, this is the sort of things we, the pioneers, and we get back to a thing, have got to do to spread it so other people can experience cannabis and see what a fantastic medicinal plant it is. It's a sacrament. And the thing is, you might be even charging a small, because obviously cover your overheads. Police can't do fuck all. There's fuck all there. That's it. Hypothetically, you get busted. They take your samples away. Make sure you get a receipt. Oh, yeah. And then they, whatever they would do, test a few or whatever. And there's fuck all there. And you could also get an independent laboratory to authenticate that this is a bona fide 60 times strength. There's actually a lower figure, but you get me, there's a multiplication strength, as they call it, 10 times, get it 15 times, where they know there's no actual molecule of the stuff that the remedy is made from. So you can even do it that, But, I do mine at 60, meaning ultimate strength, because that's the trick with homeopathic medicine. The more diluted, in a sense, it is, the more concentrated is the etheric counterpart, which is the medicine. And again, that's all science, but that's verified. Well, just go back to homeopathic remedies and bung that in your web browser. What's the theory behind it? And that's what fucks a lot of scientists' heads, you see. Well, the weaker it is, meaning the less of the actual remedy that's there physically, the more powerful the remedy is, because it's not working from a physical basis. Although a lot of scientists don't accept this, but even a cunt idiot cosmic kid of 6 can grasp that. We got this physical stuff here, rare, but then we shake it, rare, and then take one drop out of that, rare, and put it into another solution, rare, and then we shake that, rare, and take one drop of that, rare, and put it in. They grasp it. Well, fucking hell, it's going to be fuck all left. Well, they're in physically. That's the trip. The energy, or the healing energy, is the etheric part. Everything's got an aura, right? This drink here, my medicine, I call it, but it is a physical thing, is legal, so it doesn't matter, and it is beautiful taste, it's psychological. Like this really tastes better than the other ones I've been doing, which have had the Jamaican cherry left out. Well, doing it, well, I'll do it now. Demonstration, ha ha ha, right. Yeah, I can taste the Jamaican cherry. In other words, I can taste it's different to just the other batch of stuff that I've got. I think I've said that wrong. No, yeah, I can taste the Jamaican cherry because this is the original batch, if you follow me. And the ones I'm making later, when I ran out of Jamaican cherry, can clearly taste the difference. And there's your pendulum again. Took me seconds. Got my finger, got my pendulum. Has this got Jamaican cherry? And that's the technique. This isn't something I've made up. This is a naturopathic doctor using exactly the same method. She used a pendulum. And this is a fucking doctor. Yeah, an ND doctor. 7 years training. Get it as much a doctor as any of these MD cunts, and I'd say far better. She isn't going to prescribe you drugs that fuck you up and harm your body. She will only provide or prescribe you either herbal remedies or homeopathic, or probably a bit of both. Depends on the preference. Someone could probably go and see and say, oh, I don't want, well, I don't know why, they'd be fucking idiots, because that's the trip. The best best medicine you can get is homeopathic. And 60, get it, times, meaning it's the most diluted physically. That's the way to put it, so people can grasp it, Graham. Yeah. Physically, a 60 times homeopathic remedy is the most powerful, yes, but also there's fuck all of the remedy physically in there. Repeat myself. You could have a 60 times strength. It's the only one, I think they call it all concentration, but it's 60, get it? And there'd be no actual cannabis in it. A fantastic way for those of us who are motivated to try and get cannabis legal. I mean, a lot of people, they do just buy it as a drug. So I said to the Hells Angels when I turned them on. But they listened. And it was a very important point. I said, look, a lot of people here, and they could see that. They don't see this as a sacrament. And they don't see it as a ritual, free skins, Father, Son, Holy Ghost, and that. It's just a good joke, man. And these are the cunts that I met at the same Stonehenge festival to get it. The All England Hells Angels left. Right, we'll do that number again. I turned them on and they liberated. That's the only word I can use because I've been singing all night. Legalize it, and I know it's only marijuana. You gotta legalize it. You gotta legalize shit. So it's 9:30 in the morning, fuck 'em. Right? And these are the things I was singing, or the songs I was singing, all about. One was called Legalize It, Skin Up You Bastards. Well, that just means roll a joint, skin up, turn on. And the whole chorus was going down a whole list. Presidents, world leaders. Oh, yeah, I started that mantra, if you like. Hello, all you world leaders, in a sort of Johnny Rotten thing. I've got something to say to you. Right, so it's like an intro. And then it went all down every single segment of society, world leaders, right? Hello, President Reagan. I love you, President Reagan, but I wish you'd skin up. And it was everybody, whatever. Past and present as well. Yeah, that's interesting. Some of the people's names were no longer in physical form. Again, I'm channeling. Hello, President Roosevelt. Rare. I wish you had skinned up. Probably had, actually. But that's an interesting, analysing it, because it's channeling. But yes, people who've just left the physical body are still here. Life is eternal. Now, they might not be in physical form, or they could be. They could have reincarnated, get it? But they would still get that intention because they were known as President Roosevelt, right? They might be now Johnny Wallerfucker or whatever. But they are, on another level, President Roosevelt. So it makes perfectly sense that there might be a channeling names of people past, gone, even future. Okay, now, yeah, I can't remember exactly what was said, but the trip was the last thing that I sang on this number, if you follow me. Hello, Hells Angels. I fucked it up. I love you, Hells Angels, but I wish you would skin up. Well, 2 angels came over and we had words to make it, but good words. They just said, and had stays, the other fucking lot had legged it. That is it. It's like what happened to Jesus. It's like they fucking legged it. Fucking hell, 2 angels are coming over and they got stays. Fucking stuff. Oh, Bye. Fucked up. And I didn't know this yet because they were still walking across the field, but they knew. And we'd like to have a word with you, or I, or we, whatever. And I put up, obviously, natural. Well, it is a sort of natural thing if people are carrying weapons, but it got a clear impetus go to them. So I didn't do what the others did and legged it. I got down and went to them, and I got the first word in. They said, "You've got a word to say to me," and I said, "You're right. No man has the right to tell you what to do because they believe in freedom, right? Not even Jesus Christ would tell you what to do." Bit of a pause for dramatic effect. He would ask. Big difference. Now that got his attention. He was meant to do. And then he said, whacked out this big slab, fucking big slab of cannabis, which is obviously a deal from a dealer, it hadn't been cut up yet. So it's fucking. And now how did this go? He asked, oh no, he said, yeah, sort of sport it a bit. But then, well, basically, I showed them how I sussed. They hadn't rolled a joint, and I showed them how to roll a joint. Yeah, that's symbolic. So I got down on my knee. And again, one of them said he's taking a piss, and I had to stay, click, and leave it. Meaning he thought I was being disrespectful, sarcastic, kneeling down in front of him. No. Well, that's what I said. Said, no, I'm honouring the divinity within you. So I'm not taking the piss, that's the trip. We're all part of God. Nothing can exist without God. So yes, people say, well, there's powers of evil and that. Yeah, but that's all part of God. Nothing can exist. So the mantra in that is, God is in charge. So it could appear the powers of darkness in your life or your own experience, well, they seem to be winning, I'm having a shit life, nothing's going right, and I got beat up the other day on the thing, you got what I mean? Whatever. But the trip is, God is in charge. And if you affirm that, that's what will click into place. Yeah. So, turn these angels on, showed them how to roll a joint, and I'll do that for those three skins, Father, Son, Holy Ghost. It's a ritual. That's why you use three skins, or a lot of other people say, I don't know, I'll just, when whoever showed me didn't mention that, rare, nothing to do with God, rare. But that was how my brother taught me, and my brother was a very special soul. He is my gatekeeper now, and he was and is a Hell's Angel. Now that can be, I'll give you his name. Pleased to meet you. I hope you guess my name. Well, his name was Dave Clark. Oh, and he was well in with the Hell's Angels, or the chapters of Hell's Angels that were distributing LSD. Now, they weren't all doing that, but that's how they made their livelihood. A very honourable thing to do. Again, distributing LSD, you could have been locked up for years. Oh my God. Straight society again, or evil, demonic society, didn't want LSD to spread because it would have turned and was turning people onto God. There's no other word for it. It was an 8-hour experience, yes, but you had, as Timothy Leary rightly said, you had turned on, tuned in, and the last bit, drop out. So that was prophetic and way ahead of its time. Turn on, tune in, drop out. Now, of course, the society at the time freaked. They didn't understand that maybe the whole of society was corrupt as fuck, right? And that's scriptural. Many scriptures talk about humanity passing through a whole age of darkness, but we're coming into the new age of light. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the age of Aquarius. Not a load of hippie shit. That's where we are going. The distribution of water. Now that ties in with my other little trip that I put out here. Planetary healing, it's an equation, equals, or you can do it the other way around and ruined it. Right, my fucking idiot can't get a star. Right. Water plus pyramids, it's like an equation, equals planetary healing. Just a little equation, but it's like a thing, like Jesus used to do, a little concise little thing, but it's got a lot of fucking significance. Yes, water, there you go, return us. Water is a very special element, right? And you can do all your research on that, Emoto. All about water, yeah, because water is a very special element. Water absorbs everything around it. It's like a battery, right? So if you take some water and it's stored in a warehouse, as an example, and put through all this stuff, it gets contaminated. Probably a better word, but that water's absorbed everything around it. And that can mean bad vibes, workmen, swear, whatever. I swear, bad example, Graham. People being violent then, that's a better way. Violent, nasty vibes. That water absorbs it. So when you get it, the punter, you're meant to put it under a pyramid. Because the pyramid is a natural means of us using the Earth's energy. That's what the pyramid does. You're A, creating a PowerPoint, but B, anything under a pyramid is purified, cleansed. And this is what the Russian pyramid research is doing. Again, Russian pyramid research, what's that? You've got to go online. This hasn't made mainstream news yet, and they're probably sitting on it because it's blown their bollocks off. That's it. It powers you. Well, we don't think the people are ready to know this. If they get a pyramid, put it in their home, and put their drinking water under it, it's purified. They can put their medicines under it, and they're enhanced. And they can put food under it, and it's purified. They can put seeds under it, and the seeds will grow 80% more crops than seeds that haven't been put under a pyramid. And more importantly, the whole structure of the seeds has changed, and they are disease resistant. Now that's got a very practical use. Well, all of it has. You can put medicines under it and they're neutralized. Radioactive material. You can put granite blocks under a pyramid. I'm not talking about a fucking big thing, but just a thing that you can imagine. You've got decent floor space. Again, check it out. Russian pyramid research. And it's scientifically done. And the army, the Russian army are the muscle, if you like, that are building these pyramids, because they're standing around doing fuck all, like most armies, not being sarcastic, but most of them are just, if we're not in a war, they're either playing war games or whatever, but in Russia, a lot of them are just standing around, well, we're waiting for the Third World War to start, all right, No, they're put into constructive use, and they've got the equipment. They've got means to monitor the pyramid, measure the energy that comes out the top of a pyramid. As an example, measure and plot the aura round a pyramid. Rare. Call it curling photography, but a variation on a theme. There's a clear energy pattern around a pyramid. Get it? Anything under the pyramid, get it? Because you can put a pyramid and put it up in the air in a sense. Like I've got a pyramid now in my loft, but I'm in its energy field. You get it? Because you take the actual line or the edge of the pyramid and you just follow it down to earth. So I am now sitting under the influence of a pyramid. Get it? But it's even more mindy, blowy. You put granite rocks under a pyramid, they change colour. So you can physically see something's going on here, Wilma, rare. It's no longer right. But then they take the granite rocks, slabs, whatever, and put them just around the edge of a field. And it has the same effect as if there was a pyramid over the field. Get it? And this is technology available to man now. But the most crucial use of this technology, pyramids and water, get it? Very easy. It will heal the planet. This is why the pyramids, a lot of people believe, were put here. They're a technology, they're a machine. Not just we get into trips like, which is known as science, the science of shapes. So it's an extension, the same concept, but a pyramidical shape. Go there. That is considered a pyramidical shape. Same as the dunce's hat, same sort of shape, just that shape. You put water in that and it's being influenced by the shape. See, it's like pyramidical, wide at the bottom and thing, rare. But if you get an actual pyramid, which I've got, made of PVC, again, this is what they proved, not metal. This is a good use of plastic, because plastic doesn't conduct energy, and the energy that's being drawn up, the nearest equation you could say is electrical. It's actually magnetic, but it is that, and probably that and more. But they've proven, because they can monitor the energy emitted by the pyramid, that the most effective pyramids are made of PVC. Now, that's a mind fuck, because you say, well, all this plastic, and it is a bad vibe. Yeah, it is filth, and we have got to clean it up on one degree. But I predict or prophesy we're going to develop a technology which will transmute plastic. Get it? We'll turn it into something different. You could call it alchemy. There was a certain white magician could go to a whole beach scattered with plastic, and just through the power of prayer, blessed Father God, I ask that all this material that is possibly not going to dissolve back and cause harm be dissolved and transmuted and changed now in the name of Jesus Christ. That's alchemy. Yeah. Of course, it will have to be tested under a lab, but I'm prepared to, I'm prepared to take part in some scientific research. So I've just made quite a blatant statement there, because this can be passed on. It's called anointing. Get it? By faith, so someone could come to me and say, I'd like to have this anointing, like a spiritual gift, to be able to diffuse and make, what's this come back into me? You can do that, yes, but you can also stick a fucking pyramid on it. That's right. Just said a pyramid will transmute and change everything put under it and make it harmless. Make it so there's there's a thing for you Russians to try. Because then, get hold of some fucking plastic, put it under your pyramid for a few days, and then you can analyse it and test it and see if it does naturally break down. Because that's the aspect of plastic that is not so good for humanity, because it just doesn't break down. But I'm saying it can do. And if you stick it under a pyramid, it will break down. Now we go to the other trip. We don't have to put everything under fucking pyramids, but we put granite rock under pyramids. Then we just put that granite rock in a shape, whatever, square, circle, and see if, again, the plastic within that shape of granite rocks is transmuted. Because the research has already demonstrated that by putting granite rocks under the pyramid, then just putting them around the outline of a field, it has the same, quote, effect as if a pyramid is over it. So there you go. Boom, it's done. It just needs verifying. And Russia is leading the world in this research. So maybe, what have I called this? Well, don't matter. Oh yeah, this is to the First Minister of Scotland. Quite blatant, straight for the jugular, right? Now, I know you're doing all what you're doing. I'm not a political animal. I couldn't tell you what you stand for, not all this stuff about Scotland being independent. Well, yes and no, yeah, well, it is. In my mind, Scotland is, as every country is, its own entity. Get it? It is that. But if you're getting into the allowing it to make its own decisions, I can go along with that. But I'm not an SNP supporter. I'm not any supporter. But I support the truth. The truth is Scotland is a country that has a role. You've got a whole volume of teaching called Destiny of the Nations. This is channeled material by Alice A. Bailey, and one of the volumes is called Destiny of the Nations. Now, if you're, again, if they're not emphatic, an empath, which I am, can get hold of the Destiny of the Nations, like as a book, put his hand or her, not which should be sexist, on it, and in a prayer to say, may all the knowledge that I need to know within this book be made available to me now in the name of Jesus Christ. That there's no big and all this shit that people are doing, but it is, and you would have all that knowledge if you're emphatic, right, are made available to you. But even so, and if you go down, it's only about that fig, get some people, whatever, to look into it, you'll see that Scotland will be mentioned in there. Great Britain, you see, there you go. I don't know, right, that actually in the Destiny of the Nations, that basically Scotland, Ireland and that are all Great Britain. But there might be some Pacific prophetic word, if you like, relating to what is the destiny of Scotland. Well, in my mind, the destiny of Scotland is it needs to catch up, and it could be the leader, if you like, because Britain's as Britain is, although but Northern Ireland, right, I'll end this. Northern Ireland now has decriminalised marijuana for medicinal usage. And that's the first step. So they've led England and they've led Scotland. So my advice, if it is advice, well, it is. You should be setting up scientific research into the medicinal usages of marijuana. And you don't have to do a lot of it because all the other countries that have already made this decision have done research. Jerusalem leads the world into research of the medicinal uses of marijuana. Not a country known for drug culture, get me? No. Get it? But they have done, just like the Russians, see? Well, we know that, America says marijuana's whatever, rare, but we also know that America's split. There's many states now in America where marijuana is perfectly legal. And I'm not even talking a medicinal usage, recreational usage. But to go back, if you, the First Minister of Scotland, wanted to look at this unbiasedly, all you're saying is, well, we're going to start research, because that's the trip. At the moment, it's considered this evil drug, and even researchers who want to do research have to go through a lot of hassle, and they shouldn't, because marijuana has the potential, as it is a medicinal herb, a sacrament, to relieve a lot of suffering in the world or in Scotland. It's a universal panacea for any condition. And if you put your marijuana under a pyramid, again, that's a little trick for the Russians to try out, it will be enhanced. So I don't know how they'd measure that, but yeah, anything you put under a pyramid is enhanced. And a medicinal herb, that's the issue as well. Advice for those of you buying black market marijuana, get yourself a pyramid, because it is contaminated. Think that one through. As my brother found out the hard way, the IRA turned up to my brother. Get it? And all they wanted to do was get him to sell their marijuana, get it? And they would let him keep some of the money, and it'd be used to buy armaments. That's probably one of the reasons my brother took his life. I think that would have been a major reason, apart from being hounded by the drug squad, which was also an issue, but also the thought that the sacrament, marijuana, which he believed it was being turned into a black market product, and the funds used from it were buying arms. Of course, these cunts will get their karma. Oh, yeah. That is it. You get away with nothing. The angelic kingdom knows exactly what you do and don't do. That's why you shouldn't judge. The angelic kingdom judge. The angelic kingdom administer God's justice. Get it? So you, as far as possible, it's hard, you do judge not. You can have an opinion, which could be technical judging, but I'm salt of the earth. So my opinion is, they're a bunch of cunts. That's it. End of story. If I pass a comment like that, but cunt actually means on the street level, idiots. Yeah. They're a bunch of cunts, meaning they're a bunch of idiots, right? And so all this nonsense about swearing, I'm going off on being told, I am really rare, but that happens when you channel. There's something else, a point needs to be made. Jesus Christ swore like a trooper. Jesus Christ was salt of the earth. Yes, he talked to everybody and everyone. Yes, he did talk to Hell's angels, if they were in existence, and you get me, anybody. Didn't judge and met them in love, and if they accepted him, fine. But a lot of people, get it? Jesus Christ was despised and rejected of men. This is Handel. He was a man of constant sorrow. Handel. Oh, I know all about that, because if you follow the golden rule that you ask and you will receive, Get it? That's your mantra. Don't take, ask, and you will receive. You've got a lot of fucking asking to do, and don't I know it? Because one of the other things that I've been given, positive note, is to set this charity up, which can relieve suffering all over the world. A fantastic channeled charity. You might not know what channeled means, but it's come from a higher source. Some people say that William Shakespeare was behind it. Simply put, and there's videos of this, so it can be checked. It's on YouTube, it's on here. It's called, we've seen it, I'll do it again. It's called Black Unicorn. But if you read, it will be an alternative promotional agency for all the performing arts. This can be a charity. You're interested in this as a politician. Margaret Thatcher forwarded this to the Charity Commission. Imagine how many years ago that was. So it basically had her blessing. It was sent to her because the Labour Party blew it out. They were interested in using this to promote their own political views. And as I said on a radio interview, I said, because the interviewer got wise at this quote, "Oh, isn't it true you've got an office in the Leicester Labour Party?" I said, "Well, yes." "Well, is this going to be used to promote Labour Party policies?" Then I said, "Oh, no, this is going to be a charity." And as you know, a charity can't be seen to just be promoting a political viewpoint. Yes, there's a colour red. I've just picked that up. That's just the way it's channeled. This was actually designed by the Findorn Foundation, and it's still on their files. And when and if I get people interested, this will be run by women, not men. I'm a man, I'm a channel, and I've just channeled it. But if a group of women approach me, and they can be anywhere in the world, because this will go on and be set up all over the world, I will just in the spirit say, yeah, go for it. They'll have to register it as a charity in their own country. America might have slightly different laws. I've already appealed. Well, have I? I have put out, as we say, to Madonna. But I'm sorry to say, Madonna, that I did just check back in and you seem to have lost the plot a bit, love. Which happens. You're on a bit of an ego trip and, and all this, whatever it was. Oh, yeah, it's a video and you had all this esoteric symbology and men with fucking whatever. I think you've lost the plot a bit, love. Rare. Because taking control by force has got fuck all to do with the spiritual path. Adolf Hitler, same thing. Same trip. Oh, yeah, I've got the knowledge, and the knowledge is there. Any cunt can get hold of the knowledge, Madonna. Adolf Hitler got hold of the esoteric knowledge. Get it? Stalin got hold of the esoteric knowledge. And there's all these movies that have been made. Lost Ark and all this shit. People who think if they got hold of these ancient relics, they would have the power of God on their side. Doesn't work that way, love. Same as the spear of destiny. Oh, there is a spear of destiny. And it was the spear, if you like, that pierced Christ's side. Yes. But there are white magicians and there are black magicians. Now, a white magician, totally different animal. A white magician wants to set up a charity that can heal and remove the suffering, all the suffering in the world. A black magician will be some rich motherfuck cunt who's using the esoteric knowledge for his own personal gain. Now, he will be allowed, or she will be allowed, to accumulate some wealth, rich multi-motherfuck cunt and whatever, probably dealing in marijuana, get me, and all this, yeah. But it's coming to an end. As all things must end. You know, it's a time to rip people off. There's a time to think, and there's a time to heal. And we're coming into a time to heal. And the days of rip-off, the days of lying, again, it's commonplace. And what does the scripture say about liars? They're an abomination to the Lord. So all this wind-up culture that's rife is bollocks, is filth. Yeah. Oh, we just go and wind them up. Oh, it's rife. Pathetic, you can see. And the forces of darkness are in there. You start lying, and you are lying, and it's okay, man, to lie. You are fucked. You are demonized. So yes, you appear to be winning the day, and I don't want to be a Christian, man. Fuck that load of bollocks. Yeah, come and be a cunt. Right, yeah, that means an idiot. Because it might appear that you and your way is successful because you are a multi-millionaire fuck by exploiting people. You are a multi-millionaire performer. Get it? So it gives you a whole sense of power. I'm a penniless bum, Madonna. And I assure you, any genuine servant of the Spirit is also the same. I'll use the Dalai Lama as an example. He is a penniless bum in appearances and lifestyle. That's the mantra. Yes, people give him millions and probably billions of pounds. It's fucking gone. If you watch any of these ceremonies, we say, that the Dalai Lama holds, where people come to give him gifts, and they come with a silk scarf and a fucking big box full of money, whatever. Oh yeah, it's there. He gives them back the scarf, and then there's all these monks hovering around him, and he just goes, ugh. I mean, that's where that goes. Gone. And the mantra I use is, that money's gone before the cunts have even left the building. Get it? The Dalai Lama lives like a monk. He goes to hotels. He asks for the most basic, simple room. People who he's a guest of, like he goes, and it's the same trip, you know, King Walla fuck, Sikh, whatever fuck, asks him to come and, you know, bless his home and whatever with his presence. So he does that. He doesn't sort of make a joke. Nah, fuck this, I'll sleep in the fucking dog kennel out in the garden. No, there is a line. And the same with a Christian. That's the same trip. Someone offers you a room, you accept it. Someone offers you food, whether it's meat, fucking roast pig or whatever, you eat it because you can bless it. There's all these other fucking vegan shits out the fucking window. The Christian way is you can eat anything because you can bless it and you don't accept your host. That's the trip. Study it. It's there. So you go to someone's house, they've invited you to thing, you don't kick up a big number. Oh, you don't eat meat here. No, you fucking eat it. Oh, yeah, that's the sort of fucking prophet I am, mate. I move in the cutting word, and I do swear, and I do get angry. Now, we can finish on that. Jesus didn't get angry. Of course he fucking did, and there's tons of evidence in the Bible. And any cunt who is moving in the Spirit in this present climate will be as angry as fuck. But it's tempered. Get it? There's anger and there's anger. I can control it because it's just passing through me. In a split second, talk about, oh, how's your banana split? And I've just ripped their head off with a cutting word. It's nothing personal. What does it say in the scriptures? I come to bring a sword. Now, this doesn't mean an actual sword. It means the cutting word, which is like a sword. And you can divide the wheat from the huff. Got that wrong. The wheat from the chaff. Yeah. So you, as a practicing Christian, learn what's called discernment, and you can see the wheat from the chaff. A genuine person that wants to help you from someone who's slimy and wants to try and corrupt you and use you for their own ends. I give you a gift, but there's strings attached. I brought you this trike because I know you haven't got transport. Oh, that's very nice. Would you endorse my product? Is it that? Well, I might endorse it, but I might not. I'm not going to say I will. I'd have to look at it and see, and I might say it's a load of cunt shit. Oh, you can't have the trike then. Stuff your trike up your cunt arse. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, this is supposed to be, but of course that's channeling. No, you go everywhere where the spirit guides you, and this isn't just for you, but part of it is, I would ask you very politely, could you please instigate research into cannabis and its medicinal usages? Again, a lot of this research has already been done, and you can just contact places like willingly share it. Jerusalem is leading the world into the medicinal usages of marijuana. Regarding pyramids, the Russians, it's online, but you can actually contact a scientist who's done experiments, because this technology has fantastic potential. Just like me, a person can just have their own little pyramid in their home. Now, I know mine's a bit, because it's on, but this is my meditation bolt-on. There you go. That's my personal pyramid. It's not a big structure, but it's on the table. That's got all my healing oils, water, get it? Because you put anything under a pyramid, it improve it, or neutralise it. Get it? And these kits are available now. You don't have to have it in the middle of your living room. If you've got a loft, a bedroom, get it? But you set up a pyramid and you put your drinking water under it. The best trip is having one up in your loft, actually, as I've explained, because the effective area of that pyramid is just like you follow the corners down. And again, all this area here is technically under a pyramid, and no one would know because it's up in your loft. And you can hang pyramids like ornaments. Have a pyramid hanging from the ceiling, same trip. Or it's facing north, just one side. Very easy to do. I've done it in a loft, you just get some blue tack or something, move it round, and that's it. It's north, and it's there in that orientation. You can put it over your computer thing like now. If you don't happen to have a loft or what, you can just have something hanging from the ceiling. They're very cheap. The best person I would recommend, because he's designed pyramids that you can travel with. So again, that's your lifestyle. You move around the world, right? You can get a pyramid just like this in a little bag, very light. It's just PVC. It's a kit. Get it? Stargate pyramids. There you go. And if that's your lifestyle, and then you can erect your pyramid in your hotel room, minutes, orientate it north. And again, you put all your drinking water. If you've got medicines, you can chuck it under the pyramid. You're also creating a PowerPoint, because the pyramid draws up the Earth's energy. That's what it's actually doing. It's the Earth's energy. But if it's left, you've technically created a PowerPoint. And you can visit PowerPoints of a pyramid, of course. Go down to Stonehenge. You can get them big enough, again, still mobile, where you can just sit under, orientated north, and you don't even need to meditate. Meaning just being under the pyramid, that's the key, under the pyramid, having some nice, soothing music. Again, everything's altered. So if you're listening to music, it's altered by the pyramid. And you can just sit there and watch the people go by. I don't think many people are going to bother. You get a little chair. Well, I can't sit on the ground cross-legged because of my body shape. You can get a little stool and it's perfectly portable. Within minutes it's erected. You've got a compass, north, rathe, and that's you. And you can do things, I've suggested this. Again, you don't make a trip of it. It's just, so you go down and have a picnic on the edge of a river or a loch. And then you have a little pyramid there. Get it? You take some water out of the loch and then put it under the pyramid. And you put all your food and shit as well, everything you can eat, right? But then at the end of your afternoon visit, you pour the water back into the loch. And you're performing spiritual planetary healing. Anyway, I've done more, but there's plenty of other videos I've done on YouTube, and it's under my extended title. Oh, you'll be interested in this. I know the laws change. I'm technically a laird. Now, I know the law's been changed, but I actually own, again, I put my money where my mouth is, I own 1/4 of an acre plot, right on the edge of a loch. And I'm offering it now to anybody, because I'm technically the landlord, and I know the rules. The rules are you can erect a shelter there, but it must be able to be taken down, not permanent, right? That's teepees, yurts, get it? But I would ask if there's a group of people that would like to do this, mainly women. Oh, you can have men there, but you must be married. Oh yeah, this is sacred work. But if there's a group of women, you'd have to register yourself as a charity. You shall see there's a trip in that. Any charity, right, Black Unicorn can support, because that's what it is. It will be a charity, but it's a charity to help all other charities. So we will organise festivals, concerts, shows, get it? But all of them are be for charity. So the people that work for Black Unicorn, mainly women, women will administrate this. But of course men can whatever sign up and whatever. But it's a woman-run charity which will help all other charities. So we go back to this plot of land, group if you get together. You've never formed a charity before, but you will, because it comes under charity status, planetary healing, whatever. You'll do it. And you register yourself as a charity, which means this charity can help you, which means anybody else who's sympathetic to your aims, i.e. planetary healing, can give you money, donate money. It means then as a charity, you can approach the various electric companies, get it, and water companies. Is it possible to have that would be your first goal. Is it possible to have electricity laid on here, please? We're a charity. We're a tourist attraction. Oh yeah, people want to come to visit and visit this, but you have a thing and donation only or whatever. You could probably have to practice. That's for you to decide. Oh, we've got to charge them something. There's limited car parking, so it's not going to be like that. But you would have a trickle of people. You obviously need a phone, get it, and all this shit. So you will need electric for heating, whatever. But again, that's for you to sort out. If it doesn't come together, then you cut your cloth. Get it? But you will have this that isn't set up. And I assure you there'll be plenty of other environmentally orientated people who are generally concerned about the planet, who will give you financial support. They can come and visit, but under conditions. It's a women-only facility, or married couples, get it? Yes, can come, because it's 1/4 of an acre. That's roughly, put it in perspective, half a football pitch. Yeah. You can get quite a few bloody tents and shit in that. You can have little festivals. Again, if you haven't got electric, we could have acoustic events and fundraisers as a charity. So you're a Scottish recognised charity. That's your first goal. You study up, and because you're going to need a treasurer. There's certain roles you must have, whatever. And ideally, you have an odd number. But that doesn't a problem. If you've got an even number, so you're having a meeting, one of them steps down and says, I won't vote. Still stay, because that's the help. And if you get things like decisions, what they call it, hung parliament shit, this motherfuck cunt does have that role. Whether I'm the chairperson or what, I have the casting vote. But that's the trick, because I channeled it. But that's just because there will probably be issues there first, But you will be running it. Because on trips like that, we can say, well, may I suggest we look at this for a month? Get it? Go and do more research, get a more balanced, opinion, and we come back in a month and vote on it. So it's shelled, meaning it's giving everybody a month to suss out and get their trip together and perhaps open up. Because a lot of people, it's an emotive and it's not the right approach. You've got to have the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is obviously the community stays together and that we do continue the work we're doing, which is taking water from the lock and putting it under a pyramid. It's blessed, and then we can drink some ourselves. We can test it though, and it's poured back into, it's called a lock. Called a lock in Scotland, not a lake, but a lock. And this is on the edge of a lock, right? I don't know if you get mosquito again. I haven't even been there. 8 years ago, I brought this in what you call the spirit. I had the money. Again, interesting story. I bought it on eBay as an auction. I got a good price. They just thought, we'll sell one plot on eBay, a bit of a publicity stunt and whatever. Although they had a set price, I forget what, $3, whatever. And I did get it quite a bit cheaper. But I've just had it, and I said, well, I'll show you that rare against all this mess. Oh, fucking hell, Graham, cunt. Because I need a maid. But I can't, no, I'm not quite at that stage, but very soon, we're looking at days away, I may come into some money. Enough for me to rent a maid. It'd be perfectly honourable, but there you go. That's where the land is. Lochaber Highland Estates. That is the Gumph. You get a bloody big thing. They're like land certificates. So this isn't bullshit cunt shit. This is real. I do own 1/4 of an acre of land, and it's under that estate, Lochaber. And you can see there, look at the right, on the edge of a lock. Yeah? And it is 1/4 of an acre. Estates. It's even telling me I paid £2,272, but I assure you, 1/4 of an acre plot, even though it's land you can't, grow buildings on and all the shit, but you can. Yeah, and there's my other document. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I paid for it. Oh, there you go. I think I'll just show that because obviously, you get a lot of cunts on here, fucking full of. If you can read that, it says 0.25 an acre. I can't fucking see myself. But yeah, I've been told not because I'm me. No cunt can go up there and I'm the owner of plot 40 fucking thing and that. You've got to have proof. And I'd soon have you chucked off. So beware. Yeah. So I end on that because this is, in a sense, got a Scottish feel. So basically, Mrs. Sturgeon, I'm a Scottish laird. I love Scotland, but I don't love the way that marijuana or cannabis, same trip, is considered an evil drug when it's not. It's a sacrament. Couldn't be further than the test. So, if you are a fair lady, meaning, well, I said these things, that, it is a sacrament, it is a medicinal herb, there are many countries now it's legal. You've got a wealth of knowledge to look into, but I give you in the spirit that Jerusalem will be the best place to go to get completely unbiased information on how marijuana, cannabis is a medicinal herb. And all the time it's made illegal, there's your trip. Many people are suffering unnecessary. This herb can have magical effects with some people, certain conditions, that nothing else will work. And it's children generally. Get the innocence of a child. That's the trip. Mummy says to the child, take this, Jenny, this is going to be good for you. And that's called psychosomatic. Yeah, they trust mummy. Mummy's saying, this will be good for you. The child doesn't know all the bullshit that's been put around about marijuana. Probably don't even know, don't have to tell them it's marijuana. This will heal you, Johnny. And it's an oil. That's generally the way it's used. And not, you don't smoke it, obviously it's an oil. Get it? And that is where all the results are being found. Children with conditions that have responded to any drug at all. Again, innocence of a child. I repeat myself. Here you are, Johnny. Take this, because this is their mother. This is going to make you well, and it fucking does. So on that note, yeah. Anyone interested in the land? Okay, well, that's it. I'll just give out my email address. I'll spell it. Gampa, GHAMPA. It's a Tibetan word. 77 at gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. I am based, obviously, in Scotland. This land is a fair way away. It is. I don't live there, but I've never been to it yet. There might be some issues there. I've joked about this. This land is generally bought by rich, upper-class fly fishermen. Yeah. And they use the land and they put their little fishing huts there, which are techniques as long as they can be taken down, so they can stash their rods and gear there and anything else, But I jokingly, I hope when I get there is some fuckers illegally built on my land. It'd be a boot on the other foot, a bit like Braveheart. I can slap a month's notice. They either fuck off or they pay me rent. Well, I might want them to fuck off, depends how many there are, get it? Because I do want some land, well, that'll make them fuck off anyway. A load of, don't like that term, country people, you know what I mean, hippies, no, country people, fucking stick their fucking yurts and their fucking teepees up and build a pyramid. It's my fucking land, cunts. You can stay or you can fuck off. because you will get slapped on your fucking thing a month's notice with my contact details, and you either contact me or we arrange a rent, and you're still prepared to, because you're only using fishing, or you can fuck off and I will have you fucking removed. Big publicity stunt. Hippie bum evicts fucking whoever the fuck you are, Lord Mayor, fuck cunt or whatever, off his land. Oh, the media would love that. Nice little publicity for my planetary healing pyramidical thing. Go down a shop, that will. Well, they love that, the media. You know, hippie kicks off fucking judges, whatever the fuck else. It's telling you that ilk of people that go fly fishing off his land. And they can't do a fucking thing about it. It's my fucking land, motherfucks. Rat! Anyway, I'd fantasize. Probably go there's no cunt there at all. But if it is, bit of the money, publicity, fantastic publicity. Oh yeah, this fucking site against it, it'd just be a tourist attraction. Oh, this is the place where these 20 hippies live. And take the water, it's blessed, put it under a pyramid, and then put it back, and they believe they're performing planetary healing, which is scientifically verifiable. The work of Emoto, a scientist, Japanese, has shown that by blessing water, the very structure changes from a mess to fantastic geometrical shapes. Yeah, just by blessing the water. There's a book full of photographs, Emoto. And like I say, everything I've said is verifiable by science. Everything. You've got you've got the email address. Some of your advisors might say this, that, and the other. Get them to contact me and I'll put them straight. Everything I say is true, and all the stuff about pyramids is true. Russians are doing research into it. All the stuff I've said about water is true. But again, it hasn't made the mainstream news. I think they're sitting on it. Because it'll blow away a lot of people's preconceived ignorance and ideas. Just think about it. Every household could have their own pyramid. And every household can put their food, their drinking water under the pyramid. Here's an idea, a business idea. Pyramidical water chillers. Every fucking office in the country's got a water chiller as part of the office culture. But imagine someone developed a water chiller, but with a pyramid on the top that can be rotated. Yeah, that's it. And it can all be ornate and all the rest, and that will change the water. And that can be proved. So you get two chillers. One's got a pyramid on top and the other hasn't. You can monitor the parts per million in water. Fish keepers have got it. It's just a little thing, and you'll see that the parts per million will drop drastically with the one with the pyramid on top. And that's telling you that water is fucking pure. Get it? The parts per million. Even bottled water can be up to the maximum of 150. Guess why? Just sort of shared. You can have the most purest water you want, get it bottled at source and all this shit. But the time it's been stored, get it? It's lost a lot of its vitality. Get it? My tap water, because it is technically under the influence of a pyramid, get it, the pipes that come in, this blew me away, but there you go, save me a lot of money, is more purer than the bottled water you can buy for the same reason. It's being stored and it's being contaminated. There you go. Well, that is under the pyramid. So that isn't a good example, but you can pay a lot of money for these special That is pure as fuck, because that's under my pyramid. Everything is that I drink. But yes, that's scientifically verified, and that is a fantastic business. Again, once the knowledge catches on, comes a status, and oh, you haven't got a pyramidal water. Think, oh well, you know, our water's far more pure than yours, and it fucking is. So it becomes a thing. Oh, we've got to, have a meeting. Oh no, can we change all these fucking? But you don't have to actually. You can get a pyramid that can be rotated, just something to sit on the top of your water chiller. Make sure one of the sides north, and that's it. So you don't have to buy a machine purposely built for it. But it could still be a status thing. You know, it would be very ornately done. The pyramid can have crystals in it, rare, and the whole thing. It's all the science, but yeah, you learn about crystals that are very good, rare. Oh, some business witty kid would jump on it. But the tip is, us mere folk, we can do it because we can just stick a pyramid. You can buy them now. There you go. 16 quid. Pyramid. Get it? That'll do the effect. Because again, remember I said you follow the line down. So even if it's put on some kind of prop, imagine it, wire thing, it follow the energy, get it corners down, and that'd cover the whole machine. And it'd be quite ornate, actually. And it could be just so that it can be turned around. You just orientate it north. And these are £10. And that's quite a sophisticated one. Rare. It's gone into what's called organ science. You see the crystal? And it's wrapped round with wire. This is science again. Crystals give off electric energy. You've got a crystal in your watch. Same thing, that crystal in and part of a pyramid gives off energy, which is caused also by the wire, in a sense, squeezing it. Because that's how you do it, you just put pressure. So that is a scientific pyramid. It cost me what? 12, 15 quid, quite ornate. Then you get like a little structure, wire thing, professionally made, but okay, it's still going to be a lot lost than buying this purpose-built fucker. And you just turn it round so one of the sides is north, and you have exactly the same effect, probably even a bit better. So there you go. That'd be 100,000 quid, please. Yeah. Oh, ideas are worth money. And there's some brilliant I'm talking practical ideas for a business. Yeah. Pyramidical water chillers. Every fucking office has got a water chiller. So you could, you could just make a kit. You get the size of the average water chiller. There are probably only set sizes. And this will be just a wire, freshly made structure with a pyramid on the top. Probably got a problem there because if you've got to move. Well, I don't think that'll matter, but whatever. So it's obviously got to be a bit bigger. And it's just turned around. And it's north, and Bob's your uncle and Mary's your fucking aunt. You've got pyramidical, purified water. On that note, I'm going to fuck out. I know I had any other cunts, but this is for Nicola Sturgeon. There you go. Anybody seeing this, could you forward it to Nicola Sturgeon? Yeah, because I would really love to see Scotland moving towards legalising marijuana. Because it's such an issue of me. It's my religion. It's a shame. But I'm already going through my brain, well, it's just fuck off to Northern Ireland. Move. Yeah. Lovely country. Suit me down to the ground. And if I win this money, yeah, I'll just buy a little house in Ireland. Keep this. This will be my meditation bolt hole where I can stay when I want to visit. Get it? My land, which has got my pyramid. Because obviously I'm like the land owner and they might have problems, and they shouldn't, because it's going to be a women-only facility, and the only men allowed on are married men, or they could be relatives visiting, but you get me, that's the trip. And but if you're a charity, you just pick up the fucking phone. Oh, hello, is that such and such police? We're such and such registered charity. And we've got some unwanted people here. We've asked them to leave and they're not. So you don't need to worry about people muscling in on it. Once you're a charity, you've got respectability. Right. And on that note, skin up, you bastards. One of my joke songs. Skin up, you bastards. You gotta legalize it. Captain Beefheart style. You gotta legalize shit. Captain Beefheart? No, please yourself.